demonstration of what it is. Naven has seen this before.
Early college has seen it before.
Early college has seen it before. Courtney, would you do us the honor and just kind of read it for us so we all get it?
Tailoring learning for each student's strengths, needs, and interests, including enabling students' voice and choice in what, how, when, and where they learn, and to provide flexibility and supports to ensure mastery of the highest standards possible.
Okay, working definition, personalized learning. So it gives us an overview, but it leaves out a lot of the specifics of how. Our 3 days here, we're going to start to really create how it looks, and that's what gets us really, really excited. I want to add to this by showing this next slide to you, and then I want you to do something with this information. What are student or learner-centered approaches? Personalized learning infers, assumes, mandates, insists that the student is at the center of the learning. And I would say to you as I'm shaking my head, intellectually, I totally get that. And I would also go on to tell you, I have lots and lots of experience in the classroom, and I have lots and lots of evidence that I would think that I could tell you that I was a pretty exemplar teacher, and my classroom was as teacher-centered as you could get. Because I was the center of the universe. And I actually made a big deal out of making sure that my kids all knew that. When you walked through the door of room 4, you were in my world, and I owned you, and this is how it was going to go. And we had lots and lots of cool things that we did, and kids were engaged, and they couldn't wait to get to my class, most days. But I had all of the decisions. And if I decided to give you choice, but I limited it because it was what my thinking was. So if I had to go back, I'm like, okay, now Maya Angelou, do the best you can with what you know, and then, when you know better, do better. So I could do better today because I know better. I know some things. Here's what we know about student-centered or learner-centered approaches. And I want you to take a look at these. 4 big ideas. Learning is personalized, learning is competency-based, it happens anywhere, anytime, and students take ownership over their learning. And then there's a little descriptor. In referring to the slide, and I'll keep the slide up, early college, those are your charts. Naven, these are yours. What I would like you to do is as
What do you want the people that are from Creekview and
yeah.
Here, Northwood, where will I go?
So that's a check and adjust. Didn't make those charts. Okay. If you're joining Naven's this afternoon, then get the Naven charts. Makes sense. So I want you to take your little skinny Post-its, and we're going to build a consensus-gram. And I would like to know what you believe is happening in your school around these 4 student-centered approaches. And there is a guide sheet that will help you rate them. Are you giving yourselves a 1, a 2, a 3, and a 4? Not my own particular practice, but if I step back and kind of look holistically at our school, here's where I'd be prepared to tell you. And if I rate myself, students move ahead where they have demonstrated mastery of content, not when they've reached a certain birthday or endured the required hours in a classroom. That describes my high school career and my master's degree at Ohio State right there, baby. It was an endurance degree, I swear to God. That and finding a place to park, right? That was it. Okay. I want us to rate ourselves. So you're going to take a sticky.
Everybody will need 4.
And I'm going to look at that one, right? You actually need 4. And I'm going to go to the competency-based chart, and I'm going to put a sticky, and we'll just stack these one right on top of the other to build a vertical bar graph based on where I believe. Now, what's the rubric? The scoring guide. A 1, a 2, a 3, and a 4. 3 is competency. 3 indicates we got it. We got evidence. We've mastered it. We've mastered it. Okay? 1, with help, demonstrate some simple details. I may do a little bit of that in a couple of classes. 2 is perform some basic strategies. 3 is mastery. It is common practice, not a one-off. Not what we got one math teacher and one English teacher and one first grade teacher and one kindergarten teacher doing it, and everybody else is like, yeah, no, that is not a 3. Common practice in all of our teaching and learning experiences, it is the DNA of our school. And then a 4 would be, we not only have it, but we are rocking it in ways you haven't even thought of before. 1, 2, 3, 4. Questions about that? Early college?
They're ready to go.
Dave and everybody else?